Oh, and just like that. Oh, is it ever go time? Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. Today is the 111th day of office hours. Look at that. Nailed it. Crushed it. I'm Brian Brushwood. Today we're going to revisit episode 12 of Scam School in our continuing education of Scam School, the Straw Teepee Puzzle. One of my all-time favorites. One of the very best ones, to be honest. Partially kind of the reason that Scam School even became an idea. There were a few of these that were so good that I kept fooling magicians, and I began to suspect that maybe I had a knack for finding overlooked really, really good tricks. We're going to watch the entirety of the episode here in just a few seconds, and then you guys are going to have questions that I'm going to answer. But in the meantime, good morning, Dylan Theus. Good morning, Kuro Metoriku. Good morning, Cliff Horn. Good morning, Sixter. Good morning, Taylor Latus. Good morning, Flying Car 100. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Matt. Oh, hey, Matt, if you don't mind, be looking for a moment that we can pull out a short on this one. This one absolutely should be a short, and I tried to do one for the last days. I'm pretty sure every single one of these we should be taking the content and finding just a short on. Although a lot of them, maybe they already exist. We'll see. Hello, OMG, Millard 729. Congratulations, you're in. Throw them up. Throw up those diamonds. Those diamonds are elite. Nobody who shows up late in the comments gets to flash them. Only you guys, the real ones, the elites. There is no currency greater, more powerful, and more precious than your time, energy, and effort. And the fact that you would dedicate even a few seconds of them to me, your humble host, means the world, man. No lie. I say, well, let's not pussyfoot around. Let's just go ahead and jump right on in. This is the complete Straw Teepee episode. I haven't decided if we're going to leave all of the ads in there. We'll see if I rethink it. But for now, it is hilarious to watch Brian explain to you that on Netflix is a service that you can watch movies and have them delivered by mail. Check this out. Here we go. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Netflix. Howdy guys, welcome to Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm Brian Brushwood. You could call me Shwood or Shwoodro or Shwoody. His Shwoodness if you're not into the whole brevity thing. And today we're going to learn a straight up scam. It's a simple puzzle that will earn you a free drink. Remember, you do the entertaining stuff to get people's attention and get them to like you, but the puzzles are where you start earning the free booze. Check it out. In this case, what I've done here is I've taken one straw, folded it right in half, just like so. And this one right here, I actually cut in half with a little bit of a notch in there. Can we get a shot of that notch right in there? You don't have to cut it with a notch. You can just break it in half and use a match to kind of soften it. But that notch allows me to make this kind of teepee, right? Call it the pyramid puzzle. So the question is, can you get from pad A over to pad B, right? You need to get both pieces. You need to get 2 straws on here without touching any of the table at all right? Table's hot lava is the rule. Yeah, table's hot lava. So like if you start pushing it and it ends up there, then you lose, right? You're not allowed to use your hands. The only thing you're allowed to use is this straw. There we go. You're not allowed to fold it over and make like chopsticks and pinch it up or anything like that. Does that make sense? So the rules are both straws on pad B without hot lava, only using this. Try to work it out. Okay. It was a bold opening. Yeah, that's all right. Somewhere that looks like a bit of progress. Yeah, landed in the hot lava.
You could try it again. Maybe you're onto something. I don't know. You would have to have a hell of a sucker to. The scoop. Do you really want to know the answer?
Is it static or what?
Nope, it's not static. It's not static. It's going to cost you, though.
I'll give you a clove. How's that?
I'll do it for a clove. All right. Wait for. Ha ha! I'm going to take up smoking just to enjoy this.
Ah,
There we go.
walking. There you go. There we go.
Thank you guys so much. You guys were a real treat. Appreciate it. Use it well. When you're setting up the Teepee puzzle, you want to think ahead to every possible thing they might try. Everything from punting a piece and having it randomly land on pad 2 to sucking through the straw to lift it and set it over. And you want to work out a way to make sure that they can't do those things. That's why we established a big, fat, wide floors hot lava zone between pad 1 and pad 2. Now, there's a lot of nuanced things to the Teepee puzzle, so I want to actually see you guys put together some video of you getting that done and posting it to the forums at revision3.com/scamschool. If you have any questions or you're not quite able to make it work, you can write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Don't forget also, we're looking for your submissions of your favorite bar scams to try, so make sure to send us a note. For Scam School, I'm Brian Brushwood, and until next time, always drink responsibly. Or irresponsibly. I'm not your freaking parents, okay? I can't be expected to tell you how to drink. Now, I'll tell you what's not a scam. My new favorite company and our latest sponsor, Netflix.com. Thanks to Netflix for sponsoring this episode of Scam School. With Netflix, you can rent over 90,000 titles online, including lots of Blu-ray titles, with free shipping both ways to your home. Plans start at just $4.99, but as a Scam School fan, you could get a no-risk 2-week free trial membership by signing up today at www.netflix.com/scamschool.
Uh-oh, no bonus on this one. Interesting. Yeah, dude. So, okay, a number of things. First of all, I think this is the first one that we just didn't get the shot on the method. Like, at the time, we just shot it, and it was such a non-issue that we didn't think to go back and get a B-roll close-up. We got this when they were failing on it. Right? They had that. Those are beautiful shots, but the only one we got of me winning is just this moment where it just sort of scoops and it's like NBD. That's it. And so, to be clear, and of course, at this point in the post, I think I told Eileen, I was like, hey, can we just get like multiple replays? But with that being the only footage, is a bit of a bummer. So that was a lesson learned. And here, we'll go ahead and let's do this. Let's just try it again now. Let's see. Throw this down there. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. We got this all figured out. Pow. Yeah. So here, I'll do it with chopsticks. Chopsticks are great because you will get lots of, what do you call it? Oh no, that surface is not sticky enough. Hold on one second. All right, here we go. Yes. What did I do? Whoops. You know what? This looks like something I should just have set up at all times. There we go. Right? And the elegant thing is you're just going to pull this back far enough for it to fall down. And then when you raise it up, it hooks on there. And it balances to move from point A to point B. I was rather fond of the fact that I had set it up to... Yeah, this is way better. This is so much better with chopsticks than straws. So again, because you have those tendrils in there that are snacking. There we go. Just pop it in. So you'll notice that I set it up with two different pads and a gap in between because you didn't want to just drag them over. But also the second pad was a stack of things on there to land it on there. Oh yeah, that's right, Super Blitz 87. This is the Rogues Arena. Did you notice how it totally just solved the problem that we just had on this one? Look, I can't overstate it enough. It's not possible for me to overstate it. Having a close-up pad changes the game, and so we made the biggest, meatiest, thickest, bestest one so that everything... Here, when you spread cards... There we go. Man, you know what? Now I'm thinking... Now I'm kind of wanting to set this up on a permanent basis. Would you guys mind if I did that real quick? Hold on. Oh. There we go. So if this was set up here, that's not the best. Well, there's a number of things that are not ideal about this. So what I might want, is the ability to move this guy. Oh man, we had made so much progress and now we're doing more advanced stuff. But if this was an always on spot with the different of the webcams, then it would make it real easy for me to teach more of this stuff straight for you. Huh. How much time do we have, guys? Yeah, one on the side, one on the top shot. I agree. Yeah. The camera does like the mic. So I guess another thing I could do is... There we go. I'm a little bit hesitant to add another... No, actually, I think it'd be fine. Yeah... No, I wouldn't be able to put the... Okay, so what that means is I should move one of the other cameras over here. Yarg! Yarg! Okay, all right. I'm gonna hold off on all that stuff. Nice try. Not John. Not today, Satan. Back to the video. First of all, how many of y'all caught the big Lebowski reference at the beginning? And let me see. I heard that Martin Sargent was somewhere in here in the opening mix. Oh, there we go. Here, let's back this up. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That was Martin Sargent. Yeah. That's fantastic, man. Yeah, any other tidbits on this one that you guys can think of? I think we got the bulk of it. Which now, okay, this kind of makes me want to. All right, I've been thinking a bit about the C block of this experience, office hours. Princess Judith, you saw Martin Sargent when we watched the old video where I taught him on Tech TV how to eat fire. That was his show, Martin Sargent Unscrewed, and he was the director of comedy programming at Revision 3. So he was the reason that we got in. I owe everything to him. And in fact, we'll see some of that other stuff coming up. How long do you sit with someone before you actually do the scam? I have learned to ask oblique questions in the direction of doing a bar scam. For example, you get a belly up to the bar, and then you could just ask, like, hey, I got a question. Does anybody ever do like bar scams and tricks? And then get them talking about their experience. They will say, oh yeah, we had one guy who came in this one time and did this one thing. You're like, tell me about that. And there's like, do you know any? And then like, oh, and then let them do bad ones for you. And then out of a sense of what appears to be reciprocation, you perform one for them. And then at that point, you're exchanging, you're swapping good tricks, and it just gets better and better from there. At which point you're in the groove of a performance, and third or fourth one in, you can actually set up the one that there are stakes. And remember, by the time you introduce stakes, it should be pretty obvious that they want to thank you. If they don't want to thank you by buying you a drink, you've already strayed. You've already gotten in the weeds. You know what? I just realized we should do this. I'm going to go to a show tonight by my esteemed colleague, Chris Ramsey. It's probably nothing. Yeah. So, Chris Ramsey is doing a live show. I'm going to go see it tonight. If you're in Austin, say hello. But here, let's take a look at what this is.
For a very important briefing. You've been selected purely at random and definitely not monitored to attend a routine informational briefing regarding odd happenings across the globe.
There's absolutely nothing unusual about this.
That's right. It's probably nothing.
Agents Ramsey and Michaels will embark on a perfectly ordinary North American tour to discuss strange sightings, testimonies, and evidence that will force the government to say,
It's probably nothing.
each evening's sessions will feature expert analysis, audience interrogation, and at least one moment where you turn to the person next to you and whisper, well, but rest assured,
It's probably nothing.
should you experience confusion, excitement, or sudden clarity during the show, do not worry.
It's probably nothing.
Whether you're a believer, a skeptic, or simply dating one, your attendance is highly encouraged and statistically safe.
So if you're in Austin, Texas,
Or in Montreal, Canada.
Go to itsprobablynothing.com to secure your seats today. And remember, crash saucers, mysterious abductions, nuclear flyovers, it's probably nothing.
That's great. What a great conceit. What a great name. What a great title. What a great vibe. That'll be fun. I'm excited. If you're in Austin, hopefully I'll see you guys there. That should be good. Meow, meow. So here's a question I had for you guys. Where do you go for remember, the internet used to be fringy and weird. And where does that live now? Where is the fringy, weird internet? Also, so here, let me walk you through some of the ideas that I had for another segment. Because I don't know about you guys. I'm just going to assume that we all love going back through the Scam School episodes. We got 530 of those. Along the way, we could go back and experience the important parts of I want to try upscaling the BB Live Show episodes from back in the day and see, let's see, I want to experiment to upscale BB Live Show. And I'm certain somebody out there has a whole bunch of archives of really wild, weird stuff. Like, for example, like I don't know, some of the more obscure live streams that Justin and I did before we even got on NSFW. Then another thing that pops into my mind is, what about new, weird, funny, today stuff? Because we have on record the first time that we would do viral video tournaments, and we would have to pick our favorites and winnow them down to only one big winner. I rather like that. I think we did a whole game where we had to argue for who to kick off of Twitter once. That's funny. I had forgotten all about that. But alternately, I don't know. We got a little bit of bandwidth. I think we have a strong beginning, a strong process of the day, and then what would be useful to you guys? Yeah, there's not much weird, and also maybe we're over as a society just gawking at weird. I don't know. Sixter, there we go. So if you know the BB Live Show archives, if you want to send me a link of what is a good episode for me to start playing around with upscaling, then I'll do that, and we'll see how good we can get it to get. The tools are kind of intergenerational right now. The stable diffusion models are, well, actually, you know what? Here, let's keep going on this. So I have been enjoying the deepfake stuff. But also locally run diffusion engines. Let's do, well, here, let me just ask. This is one of the weird things. We could just ask robots. Oh, shoot. Wait, I got one for you guys. Y'all want to see the world's fastest running robot? Yeah, let's do this. Yep. Okay, hold on.
Round one. Ready, go!
This is the fastest running humanoid robot on the planet. Brought to you by state-sponsored Chinese television. It tops out at an unbelievable 30 meters per second. Is that right? Is that right that it's 30 meters per second? 8 meters? No, sorry, 10 meters per second. It's at 9 meters per second now. Now, yeah, it hit 10 meters per second. That's very fast. I saw the documentary Terminator 2, and I thought that robot ran fast. It did not run nearly as fast as this one. Also, I feel like they could have gotten... How far is this guy? This guy makes it to 5 meters per second and then taps out. That's fast. Fast robots. Oddly enough, we're looking for polished and weird. All the obscure stuff is too low quality and too viewers to find. Yeah, so one of the ways to troll for that, ATL John Boy, is I think we would look in the new tab of /r/videos. There was a hot minute where it's like we always were just the fastest of the fast in our curation of the pre-show videos for NSFW and for Great Night. Well, I guess really maybe Night Attack. Bring on the Robot Olympics, 100%, man. Why would we need robots that can outrun humans? Shh. Shh. We're not going to worry about that. Shh. We're just going to have it because... Oh, wait. Hold on. I think... Oh, this is hilarious. So, because we're on... Yeah, Steve Hillen says that it looks like the robot is getting a lot of assist from the harness. I don't think that's the case. I think that's a safety thing. I think basically, if they were to have it run out in the wild, then when it trips and falls, it would damage the unit. And then same thing with the human. They want the human to go as fast as possible. So I think the harness is literally just meant to be there to protect their investment in them. Used to work on robot dinosaurs for reals? That's amazing. Wait, is the new Muppet Show out? Cliff Horn, is it good? Because I can't say this enough, guys. Wonder Man. Wonder Man is amazing. Max Ramirez says, asking if anyone has avoided my scams for recognizing you. Yeah, I mean, the moment we started doing a show on it, I lacked anything to prove. And so now I'm the gracious one who buys other people's drinks. Yeah, dude, Wonder Man is great. I can't wait to watch it all again. I'm almost done with it. Oh, look at this.
Oh, I made a new thing where it's like you do the wave and then you end it with like.
That's the Joe K symbol.
That's perfect. Oh my, that's...
Dude, I can't wait to get more Josie on the show. Which all of that can happen if we start making a habit and routine. Look, I want to thank all of you guys for showing up. 111 days of office hours and counting, and we're just now beginning to kind of see the shape of this ritual. What I'm trying to feel out is what you guys get the most out of it. At the very least, we all get, to go back in time and learn an old scam and trick. But I want to fill out our daily agenda as we get farther along here. Let's see. Sixter says, one of my favorite Philip K. Dick short stories is the second variety. Robots that build robots for military purposes and evolve the designs into humanoid varieties. Interesting. Oh, get out. Oh, this is wonderful. FYI JSY. Is that episode out, the Magic Word podcast? We only recorded it like a week ago. I am so thrilled that was the vector that brought you in. Following up on the zine, yeah, I could call Ryer, and we could start. Yeah, we should just start. We should not even be precious about it. I'll tell you what. So we figured out. Yeah, here. Call Ryer.
Hello?
Ryer, you're live on the air. The people want to know what's up with the zine.
What is up with the zine? You tell me.
To be honest, what I was about to say is I think you and I kind of were big fans of the perfect, which is the enemy of the good. And I say we just make it. We just make it and we have one to show off. And then once we have it in our hands, and originally we had talked about going out and buying a big Xerox and making a big episode about it. Why don't we just make it? Because we know there's going to be a poster on the back. a cover, and then what is it? 8 pages on the inside? Is that what we had figured out?
Well, I'm glad you said all this because I've already started.
Can you email me something that I can throw online?
Not at the current moment. I'm away from.
Okay,
the
all right.
ability to do
Well,
that.
then tomorrow that'll be a segment. That'll be a segment. So what we figured out that definitely seems to be working on the morning streams is always starting with a classic Scam School episode, because those are always short and there's always more context that didn't make it into the episode. So it's a little bit of a time capsule, and it keeps them alive, because right now YouTube, they changed their algorithm. So all of anything old like that is about to just might as well not exist. So at the very least, mission 1 of Office Hours becomes keep those original Scam Schools alive and in everybody's feed. But then we're trying to suss out kind of, what the second and third block looks like. And one of it should definitely be like a zine thing.
Okay. Well, I love that. Okay, so if I were to say, hey, Brian, write me an article for the zine, would you be able to do that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But I would need you to give me a prompt, a restriction of some kind. Like,
Well,
whether it's rescue, survival, or what to do if a trick fails, or like I need to be bossed around.
well, okay, so would it be too much of a hat on a hat for the first zine to be about the importance of a genuine analog thing?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, I can do that.
Because I've written an article for it that is kind of about that.
But
As
what did you write?
Well, I made a joke when I was down there about writing an article about using slotted screws and things, and it ended up turning into a legitimate article about the importance of detail and attention to detail, and using the appropriate thing for the thing that looks good, and how I think that the brass button head slot screw is the most genuine to use in projects.
Okay, well, I'll write something on how dataism is dead and my heart is broken. I'll keep it short, but I assume everything has to be handwritten, hand typed, hand something.
I mean, if you just want to type it on your phone and send a note to me or something, I can quick format it and put it in.
Okay, are you? Well, I guess now we're into the art and layout of how it's going to look, and so I'll just trust you.
I just figured I'd make one and show it to you.
That's great.
And it sounds like you had the same thought. So
Yeah.
I just figured I would do that. So yeah, why don't if you could write
Okay, well, I'll
two
tell you what.
paragraphs.
You know what? If people want to, we should have a letters from the readers section, so people can write those at modernrogueshow@gmail.com.
Yeah, definitely. I want people to be writing in so they can even just dumb jokes. I want to publish them. So
Okay.
yeah, I'd say that's a great email, and if you want to forward them to me, I can fit them in.
Okay, modernrogueshow@gmail.com. Got it. All right, cool. See you, man. Bye.
See you, bye.
Look at that. Progress. Now we're making moves, which reminded me of the other thing that I wanted to talk about. Let's go to Big Nerve. How many of you guys jumped in? So, look, Big Nerve is by humans for humans. Go ahead and use AI for your conversations, but all of the stuff in Big Nerves, you'll notice that you get paid to participate. That's because we need not what a robot would guess is best practices knowledge. We need your actual knowledge. And so we like to set up these tournaments with idea tournaments, these flash tournaments, to get people to win points, and then you get paid out by PayPal. You get some beer money. It's awesome. So in this case, I'm going to go to my account. I'm going to go over to my dashboard, I guess. I'm still learning all this. My forum? Nope. Where is? Doggone it. Oh shoot, I still have to upload the roustabouts here. By the way, last chance. You guys should pick up the ballyhoo to get in because the closed community is awesome. Challenge. There it is. What could be a useful new segment in Brian's office hours? So far, we already got some really good ones. Meh, meh. Wait, I just want to see. Oh, view the ideas. Oh. So you guys get to see my background. So we get to see, so from my point of view, everything is blinded. So I don't get to know whose idea something is. I have to evaluate the idea just on its own merit. And then I can give feedback on it all without knowing who it is that said. So because everything's blinded, you get the most authentic, uncorrupted, human first stuff. So that was good. But what's another question? Oh, you know what? Actually, I will create a challenge. I'm going to put $25 on this one. You guys ready? How could we find the next big upcoming weird viral videos? In the long ago times, you could go to Reddit/r/videos and browse new. But if we're looking for uncut gems, oh, there we go. That if we're looking for uncut gems with low view counts, where would we find them? And then we're going oh yeah, find weird, unexpected, upcoming, surprising viral videos. There we go. In the long ago times, and new, but I don't know if that still works. It seems as we develop a hive mind culture during office hours / great night, etc., we'll discover our own flavor of delightfully odd stuff. Where should there's got to be a phrase, an identity for what you guys are, because just saying fans doesn't seem right. Where should, we'll just say chat, where should great image, next image, add an image. What's a good image for weird? Here we go. Yes.
Do you believe in that?
That is a fine, weird video. Save. Great. Next. Articles link. Well, I don't know about that. Or I guess, yeah, here, I'll just do what we're doing right now. We'll have to recursively go to us right now doing this. Great. Next. Yep, looks good, looks good. So when you guys chime in on this, yes, there'll be real money. Bow, save. Nailed it. Got it. Did it. Crushed it. Awesome. All right. I have to go now. Oh, it's true. No, that was actually part of the part of that video. Oh my goodness, Princess Judith, you have such lore to catch up on. All of you guys are going to get caught up on so much lore. This was the double your price sale was scam. Yeah, there we go. The double your price sale was a April Fool's campaign where we just doubled the price of everything. And so I recorded just tons of just weird stuff, and I told everybody to make the weirdest video they could.
Do you believe
And it was great.
in magic? Ha-ha! Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the scamstuff.com double your price sale. Everything you love from scamstuff.com, now available at double the cost. No tricks, no gimmicks, no BS. Ha ha! Everything in the store, normally 55% off. Today only 5% off. Anything is possible with twice the money.
I liked that quite a bit. It's so great. That wig is still floating around here. Scam stuff. Double your price sale. Oh wow, this is the raw footage. And I think Justin starts telling me to do stuff.
Alfred Scamston, you can't charge twice the price. You know, we've all had a lot of fun here, but I think it's important that you take care of your body. And that's why it's important that you go to healthcare.gov.
Let's see, where is the rest of these? This is all about to be lost to history. It belongs in a museum. There was one alternate take. Yeah, there we go. There's a couple.
Nobody will pay twice as much, Alice.
Scam stuff is an august name. You can't build a robot out of donuts.
Oh, hello there. Albert Scamson from scamstuff.com. They told me my dream couldn't come true, but they were wrong.
Please stop hitting me, Daddy.
Artisans, monarchs, the mystery box deck, all of them at twice the value price, mainly price.
Alfred Scamston, you can't charge twice the price.
Come and find me, bitches. Everything in the store, normally 55% off. Today only 5% off. It happens like this. For 24 hours only, no tricks, no gimmicks,
No BS. We truly are doubling our prices for you. So join me, won't you? Let's prove them all wrong.
So amazing. Man, there's a couple other ones, but I got to call it a day because we have the bonus podcast to do. We have to do the bones. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, I bid you a fond adieu.